you know when I'm blasted, I'm being for real.
There were multiple melees that go back that a lot of these niggas don't know about. I was in county jail from 94 to 96 until I got shipped off to prison. I was fighting these cases, getting all these hung juries. Remember I told you I had a deputy at court who used to look out for me. So I was able to come back with the weed. So you get jealousy when you got something that people don't got. You know how it go, even in there.
Oh, even more so.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing going on.
Ain't nothing going on. This nigga got all the weed, but I bless niggas, and that's why I was loved. But you always got these particular hater ass motherfuckers. So what happened was, my neighborhood and the Pueblos were having a problem on the streets. It trickled over into the county jail. You know what I'm saying? And so while we were in there, and a lot of my homies rest in peace, but there's some still here today. Shout out to 6-4, squad up. You know, we was pushing the line, and I was one of the front liners. You get what I'm saying? It was me, G, Real, Field, rest in peace, you know, 6-4, Briss, all of us. It was hitters in here. The Pueblo and the villain guys at the time, which is the homies, they couldn't handle the beef when it came to us from here. You know, my homies always been squabblers after Dickinson Foreign Projects. Niggas, we had fighters. My homie Loaf is a main fighter. These niggas fight, they taught us how to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, they batted and all the G homies, Big Green Eye, these niggas squabble, they'll knock a nigga out fast. So, they couldn't handle the beef, and they turned it into something that it was supposed to be, was brought in prison politics. There was a couple of melee. I knocked a couple niggas. I ain't gonna say no name because that's in the past and them my homies, but you know, shit happened. You know, we had like 2 or 3 melees. I knocked a couple niggas out. I got stabbed. I stabbed some niggas. Then one particular time, some jealousy shit happened and niggas stabbed me. Now, let me correct something that my homie BJ said on one of his live, Nino Cap. Just as well as I had apologized to my homeboy because I knew, you know, I'm a man and I'm a gangster, you know what I'm saying? And it meant no way of changing nothing of who I am. It's just being a man, and me and my homies settled our differences. And so, you know, it was miscommunication. It was being crossed. However, never happened again. But B had, you know, had said something on one of his things, and it was that it started because by her, I was making peanut butter. So they got these packs of peanuts they used to give us. And if you slam them on the ground repeatedly, it turns.
They weren't selling no peanut butter?
No, not in county jail. You know, shit, what? So, with these peanuts would turn into peanut butter. You repeatedly slap it on the ground. So, BJ said on this thing that I was making peanut butter and I was slapping it. It was not me, it was my homie. It was somebody else, it was Hook. And he was slapping the peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? This shit is old, so I can talk about it. It was not me slapping it. But somebody yelled up the tier and was like, hey, who was that, Billy? You know, it was late night. And
but they're slamming bags on the ground.
Slamming a little pack of peanut butter and peanuts. And so these niggas was already hating on us. So it was just, that was just something to make something out of something. But niggas didn't want to squabble head up with the body hunters, with me and none of them niggas, on God. And so I called them niggas out. When the nigga yelled at me, asked me what's happening. Who was I say? They called my name. Still as I say, listen, homie, why you calling me? Nigga, the homie just making peanut butter. Yeah, but it's nighttime, it's 2, 1 in the morning, whatever. And you know, man, I don't even want to talk. It's this nigga anyway, I got a problem with. So I'm like, man, listen, homie making peanut butter. So nigga said, well, it's like you said, fuck all of. So I engaged him. Nigga, I'm through talking, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got a problem with me, let the gate be the fucking bell.
To deal with the mounting violence, gang members first were separated from other prisoners. Then, with gang rivalry still a serious, violent problem, hardcore Bloods and Crips were isolated from one another. Finally, Crips were placed in single-man cells to prevent them from preying on each other.
That's how I said, and that's how I meant it. Let the gate be the bell, nigga. We ain't gotta talk about it, right? Cause I'm about that, whatever, so I'm off the line. I don't do no talking. That was my only words after that. Let the gate be the bell, nigga, you got a problem. So then, he don't really wanna go there, right? He ain't no punk, I ain't gonna tell you that, but you know, he knew what he was up against with this too though. You feel me? He knew I wasn't playing. And I'm a front runner up here, nigga. So you know I'm coming to fight hard, nigga. So now, and then we get to get a chance to get at each other because they keep us locked in the cells, right? So we waiting on the opportunity. Yeah, I'm in the cell like, oh fuck, I'm talking to my homie, fuck this nigga up, bro. Bitch ass nigga, he the this and this, but I'm hot, right? So I'm in there to my homies talking, but I'm meaning every word, niggas know it. So I'm gonna fuck this nigga up so bad, we finna get it. Couple days later, I go to court. My police partner let me see my girl during lunchtime. We were at trial. Everybody were, the deputy would come get me, take me upstairs. I go see my little boo thing. I get the tag. I got 2 zips of that bomb. I got tobacco, and I get back to the, to the blood module. At the time, I'm really with all these niggas that's got me tobacco. I'm throwing homie shit upstairs, downstairs. Particularly cats. My little homie loses a pack of cigarettes on the tier. This is how the shit transpired. We get in the cell, backstrap. Now I'm owning him though. I'm like, what the fuck is up the back, bro? You know what I'm saying? You know, you put that in security. Because when we was coming back on the chain, coming from downstairs from court, when we get to the floor where the module at, he telling me, shit, pack coming out. So I block him in front of the ship and I tell the nigga secure it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Secure the thing. The weed put up, but the tobacco was in our drawers. I got a pack, he got a pack. And I'm like, fuck you losing 1 pack, nigga, so all you got is a pack of fucking cigarettes. So I'm like, nigga, secure the pack, block him off. He said he good. We get to the cell, the nigga say the pack gone. He done fell and he done dropped the pack on the tier. So when he's thirsty, niggas can grab the pack.
So he made it didn't fall till you got in the side.
In the blood runs. So now I'm sitting back in the cell and he next door. This headquarters where I'm at. And I say, well, what's up? He said, man, the paint dropped me. So I'm kind of low key on him like, man, dumbass nigga. Stupid as fuck. So I get on the cell and I say, hey, 200-something bloods, all different hoods. But it's only downstairs because this is where it happened at. So I say, blood, check it out, blood. You know what I'm saying? They just got quiet. They know my voice. I say, man, you know what I'm saying? I lost something. I appreciate it if this return or some blood love shit. But no, it ain't happening. But I'll just draw it out just through the motion. Fact that. Nobody saying that on tip. Why? You start hitting niggas upstairs and all that. Well, Pa, we was fixing out with some beef found your blood because I already know how you get out, nigga. I already up and shot back to the real reason I fuck with that. So I'm like, yeah, I know what's up, champ. So I said, all right, I'm gonna ask again, man. I lost something on the tip. I would like to get it back, champ. In fact, I get it back, I'm gonna bless you with something, whoever got it. At this time, I don't know why he say nothing. Now, if you a fucking gangster, and you done just took something, cause you ain't took no video, you stole.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to, you can take, but you can't steal, or
you stole, you ain't took a motherfucking thing. Yeah. You ain't came to me and said, Stretch, I got the pack, nigga, I took the pack, what's the blanket? None of this is happening now, right? And it's quiet as church out of mouth. So these niggas don't tell a story, how it really happened. So I'm sitting there, yeah, you getting it from the horse's mouth. So I'm sitting there like, all my buddy and homies in the cell, I'm like, blood, these niggas and stuff. We like, but my homie, homie Hook telling me, say, fuck, nobody knows from more straight. Don't get these niggas, you be showing me his 2 hours of love anyway, blood. Don't get these niggas nuts, shut them down. I say, yeah, that's what's happening. But fuck that, I can't let that go. So I get back on the bars. So anybody gonna say nothing? It's all quiet and shit, right? Okay, so let me go and say this. And this is what I learned in YA, you throw a fuck. They try to say, I say fuck with they hood, personally, or they gang, or whatever. Yeah. Nigga, I ain't say that. My exact words was, nigga, if you got my pack of cigarettes, nigga, fuck you and everything you love. That's you though, nigga. So at that moment, whoever put their hands on that pack of cigarettes that belonged to me was supposed to say, blood, let the guys be the belt, blood, fuck with you, love. I got that pack. Don't no nigga say shit. Tears still quiet now. So now I'm sitting there like, bitch ass niggas. So now go on one. And nigga, after I say a few more words, that was it. Okay, cause nobody responded. Nobody responded when I threw the fuck. You're supposed to respond. Cause if we do it, we had it, nigga, we gonna respond. Boo y'all, nigga, we drink like Silly White, nigga, we got it, blood, Bonnie Hells be out. When the gate come, nigga, let it be the bill, and we smoke it, fuck you niggas, it's on. We don't get none of that, right? So I said, okay. Well, nigga, whoever got my pack of cigarettes, nigga, you didn't take none, you stole that. Still quiet. We lay back, fuck it. These niggas start plotting. We already had a few melees with these niggas who got cigarettes. See what I'm saying? So tell the whole story. So now they really hate me. And then they sneak me, they get handcuff keys to come out, and 3 niggas stab me. On God, I'm fighting these niggas all the time. One nigga stabbed me in my head. I'm fighting.
Was you in handcuffs?
I was in handcuffs. They just get one handcuff off, and the nigga hit boom. So I'm squabbling with these niggas though. I'm fighting. It niggas trying to say I told all type of shit. Has paper talking about nigga. I ain't told nothing, nigga. Nigga, fuck you, man. I ain't going to court. Stab me in front of the police, nigga. I don't know. The homie said, yeah, some bullshit, but the homie told these niggas. Do a fuck. Nobody said nothing. Nobody wanted to catch the fade. Whatever. So what the fuck going on? A lot of homies was mad. Like, bro, they stabbed the homie Stretch. But that's how that happened. I'm saying, I'm a gangster. I ain't go out like no sucker. I didn't fold up. I didn't ball up. I didn't niggas get stabbed. They balled up.
You ever see any of them guys again?
Yeah. No. They was still there for a minute.
Like in prison or anything?
Hell no, because I would have fucked any of them niggas up, head up, on God. Any three of them niggas that touched me would have got fucked up, head up, and they knew it.
Why not?
All of them knew it. They didn't want to see me head up. K. Mike, he rest in peace. Froggy, bitch ass. And I still feel like that, because them niggas did something to me personally. Now the other homies, it's God, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And her, bitch ass. And them niggas didn't want to touch me head up. On God. How the fuck these Froggy all killed my girl head up. You know what I'm saying? Her and Louie got it too. The niggas get stabbed, I took these niggas, they start balling up, you know? Shit, how am I able to took out? Fall around, this nigga, the baby, I bit this nigga stabbed me on my head, I took the knife from one of them niggas.
And what did the police do?
Yelling, lock it up, lock it down.
Yell at me. Ain't they supposed to be macing
You
you?
motherfuckers did mace, they didn't come on the tier and help me.
Oh, they weren't even in, like,
They were at the gate, they could have came.
oh, you were stuck your hands through to get uncuffed.
Get uncuffed.
Oh, so you're like locked in with the three guys stabbing.
On the tier. Locked
And
in.
there's no police in there.
No.
Oh, so you could have got killed.
Yeah, I could have got killed. I got stabbed 17 times.
How bad? Were they superficial or was it bad?
No, my hair was leaking bad. A knife went through my hair. My finger was stuck like this. I had to go get put to sleep.
You think they were trying to kill you?
Finger fixed. They was trying to hurt me bad, but I feel like one of them just was more proving something to them. And then one of them, I feel like he was just doing it for their cause, you know? And then one of them, he was just fucking more around a hater. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they were associated with one of those internal.
Yeah, something. But them niggas didn't want to see me head up, and so that's the story. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas know it. You know what I'm saying? And then show you when you got love, cause you know shit like that happen. Your homies don't do nothing. You feel me? Somewhere else. I got a homie. Catch one of them niggas in another pen, flight the nigga, threw hot coffee on him. I got another big homie. I gonna say his name. He poked two niggas for what happened to me. On God, worthless. I couldn't catch none of them niggas. I had some other G homies.
Things that happen in one place might haunt you years later.
My mom catch you. And some of them niggas got stabbed by their own comrades later
For doing that.
for what they did. Because you know, you just some shit you don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Because they could have just kept the shit and left it alone. Because they got away with it.
I'm gonna leave that at that, but I'm gonna say this before I end it on my nigga BJ. So that's the story, BJ. You guys ought to tell it right. Not me, you know, I'm talking about from actors. It's love. I heard him on YouTube. He was doing an interview. He mentioned me, he mentioned the story. He said, I love Stretch. Stretch was a homie. We was young, I was fucked up. You know what happened? You know, was a soldier. He was like, smoke weed with Stretch. He said, and me and Stretch good. He said, I wish they were the best. I think he out. I don't know how he doing. This is what my nigga said on YouTube, on the interview. Then he said, I listened to it. And then he said, something that resonated with him that I said to him, which I kind of remember vaguely, but he said, I said to him, DJ, I didn't give a fuck about nothing else, but the fact that you niggas didn't let me get a fail. You feel me? But hey, when you're in battles and wars, shit happen. But I took it on the chin like a gangster do. Still went to the pier, still called it shot, and still got a good name. And nigga, you know what I'm saying? The niggas know. One of them dead, the other one's still in prison, the other one's still in prison.
Oh, they're still in.
Still there, and I'm home, and you know, God is good.
So if you went to one of those modules, Blood and Crip module, you had to have a pretty serious case, or just every game ever went, or you had to have a
Back in the day, they were sending all the Bloods when it was 4,300 and 3,500 because we were so outnumbered. We would fight the Crips every day, and they was rushing us and all that. So, you know, they had created the modules, but the Crips had a module too, 4,800. The Bloods, we had 4,300. That was the main big module. 4,300.
Oh, they had you on the same floor.
But we're separated.
Oh, you never crossed.
Let me get that lighter right there.
Oh.
If you know, it was hard to be a Blood growing up. I come from that era where we were getting jumped by the Keyways and we was fighting them. And we started rushing. On the low said, niggas started rushing these niggas. That's what he did. They rushing us, so I'm gonna start rushing them. So that's what happened. We bloods, we ain't going nowhere. And then body hunters, my homies is so strong and they leaders when we deep. So in the prison system, you might hit a yard in prison and it'd be 16, 17 body hunters on the yard. You get what I'm saying? Real talk. And so we're gonna kind of be leading the pack with the Dalmu card. You get what I'm saying? But it's gonna be other niggas from Brands and Power Wolves who rocking with us, and it's all love. But you know, you will hit a yard, and the body hunters, you know, PDLs too, but the hunters, we more like real front leaders, and especially up in them systems. You know, back in the days, my big homies didn't play. Big Will, rest in peace. Rad Dog, rest in peace. These niggas was knockout artists, and they paved the way, and I came up under them, continuing paving the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't glorify none of that. That shit is old. You feel me? But I want to say that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not pushing no gangbanging shit. I'm on some unified blacks, Dalmu Keyway, because we're up against it. I just had to say that, Albert. Go ahead.
What was Red Dog's name? What's your real name?
Red Dog.
I mean, what was his name?
Willie.
Willie. Well, so you got Red Dog from
Willie,
who was killed. I'm just familiar with him because in researching the Tupac Biggie thing, Greg Kading and Reggie Wright Jr. are really pushing the narrative. Oh, well, this guy Poochie Faust killed Biggie, and he had killed Rat Dog for pressing Suge. And not that I know too much about the gang activity, but it seems like if everyone, quote unquote, knew someone from a different gang killed him, it would have been known about. Is it known who killed Randolph?
I don't think it was like that. Niggas just, you know, and
it seemed like well, as I'm researching this case, it seems like they're trying to put these murders on these dead gang members because it's easy. Now it's closed, and you can just throw the face out. Oh, well, you know, the gang member. Well,
I'll talk about the dead, but I won't talk about the living, about like, you know,
yeah.
But you know.
Well, Poochie's dead and
right, I don't know. I just know what.
So you were alive, but you were gone from all that.
No, I actually was out on bail when Rat Dog got killed.
Oh. That was a big thing.
We went up there with the burners. My churches, Jim Goldenberg. We went up there. Me and a few homies just to check the scene. We was tripping, but we came back. I was there. A couple of my G homies was crying. My nigga Stuffy, you know, Frankie Hub, them niggas.
Because they were saying Suge just had him do it, but
Suge is alive, so I'm not gonna say what Suge did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like you think that's true.
I will say that you know, it's fucked up. You know, my homie Rat Dog was a bully. You know, he was a big homie. He was a bully. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no shade, no disrespect to Rat, because that nigga was a gangster. But you know, just like the others, they gotta realize, you know, bullies get killed. You know, when you two gangsters, shit happens. I'm not saying just Rat Dog, it's happening to a lot of niggas. I'm talking about me Hook from Bob to Power from the Little Spark. It was a guy's debate man. Got out the pen, pressing his line, y'all niggas killed him. He get scared of you, they'll kill him. Oh yeah. So, you know, that's what that is. Niggas, you know,
it can't be too intimidating.
Niggas scared of your kid, you know what I'm saying? And if you're on that level, you gotta keep a fortress. There's a bunch of killers around me. I would travel to a lot of prisons. Went in 94, I got out in 2020, but I hit a lot of yards. So my status as a general stayed the same, never changed. I don't brag about it. I'm a shot caller, I don't do nothing. I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a leader from the others, and I'm also a leader in the Dalmu. Oh, I got the key. I'm not the only one, but I got a key to the car. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on yards where I'm the only bunny in LA. You know, I got a key to the Dalmu car. With that being said, things had to start changing, transition. I was reading books and shit out, and I was changing, but we were so at drama with the Hispanics and the whites that we had to stick together. We had to be on some black shit. Left High Desert 180, Calipata, all of them. We had to be on some black shit. So we kind of stayed unified. And so my mindset was changing, my mind frame was changing. You know, we need each other. And so I would go over here. I was the type of nigga, like, I'm only over 90 bloods and I'm the nigga got a key. I go over here to the East Coast card where all the East Coast cliffs at 20, 30 deep and sit down. Yeah, facts. But my nigga dug down, lumberjack free, dug down. Me and lumberjack used to play chess. And I'd be sitting there with all these three, my nigga Rebo for one I know, and we'd be sitting there playing chess. And this is the camaraderie one of them will go to the store, like, and come back with ice creams for all the East Coasters, and nigga would hand me one. It wouldn't be no question like, oh, he your blood, he over here talking to the homie. I fuck with all of them. I go over here, free Reese cup, fuck with the Long Beach. Then I go over here, fuck with my niggas for the Bay. Then I'm back over here with the homies that we blowing. But my mind frame changed to that, you know what I'm saying? Unity. Shit would happen on the yard, we was moving in one. I was a liaison. We kept a communication line with the keyways and the down moves on the yard, you know what I'm saying? But I started learning that now I want to get out and I want to go shoot at some niggas, homies and shit, what I just was kicking it with, got love for. You feel me? So my mind frame changed. And reading these books, it changed. I read Chariots to the Gods by Ervin Daniken, The People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn, which you know about.
That's a strong book there.
Children of the Matrix. I read Gardens of the Eden by William Bradley. I read few of the 12 Chronicles by Zachariah Sitchin. I read The Epic of Gilgamesh, another month.
Did you do any cognitive stuff? Did the prison have any preparation?
You know they do. But it's more like a force type thing, and you under duress and you go to these classes.
So it's okay when it's not that great.
It's there for you if you want to take it, but you under duress. You're dealing with even the staff act like officers. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're employees first and foremost of the prison.
Understanding that, right? But CDC's a gang. So I took a class and there was cognitive thinking. I got a certificate, and that's something that most of young homies don't have in the hood. We going up, we don't have cognitive thinking, so we just react and we do the shit that we know our brothers and uncles and cousins and niggas around us do, and what's in front of your porch. And you gotta survive. So it's hard to make a decision when you a youngster too. You 12, 13, you got a couple sisters and brothers, moms is there by herself, whether she on drugs or not, it's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? To eat, to have clothes, to deal with the peer pressure you surrounded by, to deal with the bullies, to deal with...
Because first and foremost, it's a public housing complex. People are there because they're very poor.
It's the projects. Yeah. And niggas is bullies, niggas is hungry. So, for me, I had to be an alpha male. I grew up under G homies who laced me, like Bolo, Free Bolo, and Loaf and Rezzy and these type of niggas, and I watched them. They used to train. They talked to us. That was the difference between, these generations now. There's no communication. That's why there's a gap.
Did you try to give good communication when you were locked up to the younger guy?
All the time.
But it's such a intense atmosphere because it's prison.
No, you know what? It is. It's always tense.
Hey, Stretch, I want you to flash back in time and tell us the disturbing story of how you got kind of rigged up to get that 25-year sentence.
I'm when you wildin', you in the street, you living that street life. And my little brother called me. I remember the day like it was yesterday. My little brother called me. This is my Crip brother. He from West Franklin Crip, my baby brother.
Your blood brother.
My blood brother, my youngest brother. He called me and he said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm in the hood, the projects." And he was like, "Get out your car. The detectives and the police just raided the house." And he said he's looking for you.
And what age are each one of you?
I was 24 then, it was 1994. And my baby brother had to be about 21, 20. He's about 20, yeah, he's 20. And he say, "Get out the car, man. They hit the house, they raided, they looking for you." And he said they said they looking for me for 19 robberies and 2 attempted murders.
Whoa.
And I said, "What the fuck? 19 fucking robberies? Nigga, I ain't did no like so now. I'm trying to think about all the shit I done did. Like, you know what I'm saying? What they done, And I still on the run. I was on the run. They looking for me. They coming through the projects, me and my crew. They coming through heavy. They turning out parties. You know what I'm saying? Putting all the homies on the wall. You feel me? With our pictures looking for me, Sabu, G-Rail. You know what I'm saying? My crew. And finally they ended up catching me. I was on the bike.
And you were in the neighborhood.
I was in the projects.
Why didn't you stay from around?
I was. And I knew that they was looking, and I should have stayed, but you know how it is, especially back then. You hooked on the hood. You know what I'm saying? And, I had a female and let us use her apartment. to hide out, you know.
Where was that at?
We was in Hawthorne, ducked off.
But that was probably boring.
It was boring. We stuck in the house. You know, look, he know. It was boring as fuck. We sat in the house. Me, Sanjo, Kev, Salbu, all of we in the house. And we like, fuck that, let's go to the projects. So I ended up getting snatched. Took me to the county jail in 1994. And they said, we charged you with 2 counts on armed robbery.
So what, did you even vaguely, when they said 19, were you like, what are they even talking about?
I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about, to be honest. So he tells me, yeah, we got you for robbing 2 people at a Shell's gas station. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, some bullshit, because I ain't robbed nobody at no Shell's gas station. And they said that me and some other unknown suspect who apparently got away robbed Mrs. and Mrs. Galbert at the Shell's gas station.
Did you even know who they were?
Nope. Until I found out that who Mr. Galbert was.
What corner was the gas station?
The gas station's on Imperial Central. But as the detective telling me what he charged me for, I really couldn't fathom it. I'm trying to figure it out. And then he said, yeah, we got a gun with your, you know, prints on it, whatever they got. I said, so I'm thinking about it. He said, the gun I took from, and everything hit me then. So I never robbed nobody at the gas station. I sold a crackhead a rock in the projects. And he was an ex-Crip, he was getting high, and he came back with a gun and liked the dope, and I took the gun from him. Okay, dude pulls up, he want a rock, I give it to him, he leaves. So when he left, I had switched positions to move somewhere else. He came right back fast, and I'm watching him, but he don't know I'm in a different location. And I seen him put a gun on his hip, and I'm like, damn, this nigga strapped. So he gets out the car, and I said, man, you look for me? And he was like, yeah. You feel me? So he comes back with, you know, I see you got a gun, and I end up taking the gun from him. Unbeknownst.
You skipped like, how would you hit him?
Oh no, okay, so when he roll up, he like, I don't like the dope, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, nigga, you don't come back with no pistol. Demand the shit, nigga, you the Nixon guard. We rockin' with big straps, watch this and guard finance. Money in the blood, guys, you upset? Straight up out the niggas, sis.
And you just did when did you completed a pretty lengthy term recently?
Yeah, I went to prison in 1994, and I was just released in 2020.
Right before you got locked up, the world's most famous blood, I guess, Suge Knight, you had a interesting business endeavor involving him here. Yo, like, tell us about that experience.
Like the word endeavor. I was thinking the same thing. No, you know.
So take us back. It's 1993.
93.
Death Row is taking off. Chronic is out.
Chronic is out. Dre is with him.
Pac is not there yet.
I'm not there yet. I just got out of prison again as well. Actually, I just got out of prison for doing a 2-year bid. And you know what? Shit. I know the homie called. I was chilling on Big Green Eyes. May he rest in peace. I love my bro. 5-star general with diamonds on the router. But Oz told me, said, the homie coming home, I'm gonna not try to mention no names. I would talk about me and Oz, that's my bro. But he said the homie coming home, and he got something lined up that he need us to do for Harry O. And you know, it's, you know, so there was a powwow of the projects, and I was told that what we was gonna do, we was gonna go holler at some nigga, we bring the nigga to him, and we gonna get paid for our service. We didn't even know this was Suge. We know Suge Knight.
And you're about what, 24?
Yeah, 23. And so we went to Interscope Records, you know, a tall ass building, and went down there, four deep, no guns. We left the guns in the car, and we walked up at Interscope. Still not knowing it's the Suge Knight. And we sitting there looking across the room, we gaze in the room, and Suge comes out the side door. And the homie say, that's the nigga right there, I'll bring him to me. Suge looks, and I said, come here, nigga. And so I engaged him as well. Check it out, champ. And Suge made a beeline towards the elevator. Said, oh, I gotta take care of something. He took off. There's white people all in the lobby, so we engaged. And the homie said, oh, let him get away. So we chasing, but we not running, we power walking. He's power walking to the elevators, and we right behind him. He realized if he tried to get on the elevator, we was gonna catch up to him and engage him. So he went up the stairwells. We chased him up the stairwells. Green Eyes yelled at me, don't let that nigga get in one of them rooms and lock the door on the stretch. So I kind of low key, he tried to get in the door where his bodyguards was at, and I kind of like, you know, hit the door.
And who were his bodyguards?
His bodyguards were some real niggas. They might them rest in peace. You got Haron, rest in peace. Bob the Power, that's my guy. I love him. He was a real homie. He was a real nigga, real power, P-Funk. He was my big homie in a sense because he was older than me. You know what I'm saying? And I come up under Haron and I learned a lot fucking with him. Then the Blood Mines were back in 4300 in the late 80s. But Haron, all the niggas that Tupac mentioned on this song, Haron, Bunch Real, Rick, you know, my nigga Rock Chisholm from L Street, all of them was in there.
They're in there, but Suge's in the hallway by himself. He gets to the door.
And I kind of low key, like, give him a little kick. And he stomped in there and he startled them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because they in there kind of like 10 deep. But it's niggas in there that's on swole, they gangsters. These niggas real bombed and power niggas. And so anybody else when he came, they would have got mauled. You know, because prior to that, Harry was sending some dudes who couldn't get the job done. And niggas wouldn't let nobody come up in there.
What was happening when those guys were coming?
They was getting ran off. Blood Power, get the fuck out of here. And they was fucking them niggas up. They running them off. The ozone niggas, the bottom niggas, they had real loot, you know what I'm saying? But he got the right niggas to get the job done this time. So we went up in there. Green Eyes got in his face, told him, nigga, I'm OG Green Eyes. Shit was like, hey, they said, what's up, Suge? He said, I don't know, man. These niggas talking about I gotta go downstairs and talk to this. And he said, nigga, I'm OG Green Eyes from Bonnie Island, nigga. And you finna go down here and talk to the homie. But see, when Haron and them didn't move like they usually would do any nigga, they was like, hold on, big G-Eyes. Suge knew at that moment, he had to go downstairs.
Now, was that what you told me the reason was, is that something you're saying on camera or not? About the organization?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go deep into that because I'm not part of that, right? And you know, the paperwork stuff, right? But I will say that them was his comrades.
From a prison group.
And then they, you know, so, you know, everything was it was unified. And Suge didn't notice at the time that it was, you know, so you know, they stood down and we escorted him down there and a $500,000 check was signed over and it went to Harry-O and we got paid for doing that. And left and still didn't know that was Suge.
And you said you saw him
a couple weeks, maybe a month later at the Summerfest backstage. We was with Mike Conception and my brother, Lil Stretch and Big Wad, and rest in peace, my brother's brother, and relatives, Big Wad for life, Mafias. And we was backstage with Mike Conception. And so, you know, a riot happened. If you go back and check the history on it, anybody can go look it up. 93 at the Great Western Forum, SWV was performing, Bill Bell DeVoe performed. Now we're backstage with all of these, MC Light, Queen Latifah.
At that time in the audience, probably a lot of different gang groups and stuff.
Only a chosen few because it's really in Inglewood, which is a dominant blood area. So you got like a lot of Crenshaw Mafias here, the Lang, the Body Hunters, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is here. And my homie, rest in peace, they started, you know, melee up in there. But I was backstage. I was backstage, so I can't tell you.
It was out in the audience.
How this, you know, I just know my homie set you up, you know what I'm saying? And then it went up. So before that though, I meet Lorenz Tate, you know, and all that was backstage. And so before I go into getting back to Suge, let me just tell you this about Lorenz Tate. That's my brother. Men's Society, it just came out. So, you know, we
filmed right down the street.
In the Great Streets, Jordan Downs. And these niggas here is real bunny hunters. Me, Top Dog was there, which is Dude Dog, 2 T's, my brother.
Of TDE Entertainment.
Top Dog Entertainment. This is for Top Dog. We here with Mike Conception. We got the big backstage passes on. It's me, my brother just called Lil Stretch, Big Wide, G-Real, my homie, rest in peace, Big Green Eyes, rest in peace. It's sad. We see Lorenz Tate, and like I said, me, Oz, G-Real, my brother Lil Stretch, we will, you know, at this time, we really active bunny hunters, you know what I'm saying? And we not playing about our bunny hunters, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't hunting. I mean, we ain't front, we hunting. You know what I'm saying? So it is real. You feel me? But for who it is, where it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's up, and it's gonna be stuck. So when we at this motherfucker, we backstage here, we got my conception like this in a wheelchair. And so we see Lorenz Tate, and I'm like, that's the nigga Lorenz Tate. We go over there because he was playing a Crip in the Jordan Downs. So we got on low-key press, but we wasn't tripping. We went around him, he looked, he said, damn, all these niggas. We backstage. So my homie Green Eye said, man, what's up, old dog? And he was like, oh, what's up, man? So we was like, what's up, bro? You from over there? You bang? He was like, no, I ain't never gang bang. If he looking at this, he will tell you this facts. He say, no, I ain't never gang bang, man. I'm from somewhere like Pennsylvania. He tell some shit. So we like, yeah. We like, well, we from Body Others. We from the other projects across the street. Yo, I heard about y'all. I said, yeah, that's where we from. And my big homie Green, I'll never forget. He said, so you never banged? He said, no, big homie. And Green Eye said, well, nigga, you act your ass off in that movie. And we walked off. And he said, let's go smoke some weed. So me and Green Eyes walked off by ourselves. And we was in the back cut. And we smoking, and we look up, and Suge and Haron was coming up the aisleway. And Suge was on his cell phone, 1993. And as they coming towards us, the big homie said, Stretch, you know what that is? I said, yeah, Suge, nigga. So when he see us, facts, he do just like this. He on the phone, he with Haron, his number one buddy. When he see me in eyes, he do like this, he look up and see us, he said, let me call you back. That's how fast he hung up when he saw us, on God. And he walked up and he said, Oz, what's up, man? I want to fuck with you and your boy Stretch. And I said, that's what it is. He said, go to Death Row tomorrow.
You were rapping at this time?
I rapped, I did a couple, I rapped, but I was like featuring on my brother and them shit, because I was in the streets. I'm out here, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really, you know, I'm tripping if you tripping. I was in the streets. You know, I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I was straight in the streets, thugging. So I would come to the studio and they'll tell me, hey man, come through, man, we finna do something. And I'll come through and drop a track on my brother and them shit, which I did on the East Side, West Side, the Young Soldiers, the originals. But they did the remix on Snoop shit when they signed with Death Row later in the game after the incident. But Suge left $14,000 cash in the envelope for me and Oz. We went down to Death Row, picked it up. A couple months later, Suge kept hearing this song. Everywhere in LA, they was playing this song in 1993.
East Side, West Side?
East Side, nigga, West Side, nigga.
I remember that song.
That's me. Both my brothers is on them songs, on both of them. So, Suge was like, who is these niggas? And my homie DK Flipside, they're from OFTB.
And that's who lost his life recently.
Right.
Or relatively.
Yeah, and Pac mentions them in this song. They told him, they're my homies from the hood. That's Big Stretch's little brother. And Suge signed my brother and them, him and Big Y. And they did the remix.
Rest in peace, Big Y.
Rest in peace, Big Y. So they did the remix, and I went to jail at the time they did the remix. But I bailed out in '95 on bail, and guess what? Death Row was hosting the Soul Train Awards. If you remember, in '95, the boy got killed.
Oh, Carrie from the 60s.
I was there, bro.
Oh, let me ask you about that. Did you, not that you was looking for the time, do you think he had police working?
Who?
You know, the whole thing with the Rampart, David Mack and Rafael Perez. Did you ever see it? Or
I never saw it, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat.
But you wasn't looking for it.
I wasn't looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. When I was around Suge and the homies from Pyro, we was Bonnaroo, and this was what it was.
I mean, you don't know, but does it seem, because that's the whole $1 million question, does it seem possible that he would have had them cops around, or it was just too many? Why would he?
You gotta look at it like this. And this is speaking hypothetically, not particularly also. When a motherfucker from the ghettos or somewhere like that, you have it money. You know, Death Row was worth for 200-something million at this time.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, more than that.
Oh, more than that. And so, you know, you're gonna hire security. And some of these dudes are cops, off-duty cops, ex-cops. Some of them you might not even know. You just know, hey, security. They like to carry a gun. But, you know, might not even know he's LAPD officer or ex-LA. You never know. So, you know, I mean, you're gonna keep security. He gonna keep his homies around him. But then when they go to big events, you can't have gang members.
Because they on parole. And
right, at a big event somewhere. So you gotta have some real professional security. You know? And so, you know, just plenty of them, all them niggas do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I wanna clear something up. You know, shout out to my homie Nino Cap, because we had a little thing and you know, and there was a misunderstanding. I led somebody I allowed somebody to do an interview with me a while back who engaged me about the incidents, but he was on some selfish, greedy shit, you know, and he was on some shit like
The interviewer?
Yeah, he's just trying to get the status, and he's twisting stories and crossing shit, you know, and I'll slap his bitch ass if I saw him right now, and I saw Nino would do it too. We probably fuck him up together because he kind of low-key like, you know, was questioning me, but he had me, I'm fresh out of prison. When he did it, he was like, you know what Nino said,
Oh, he damn near like cross-examining me.
and he talking about Nino and I said they had sugar, and so they did. There was 2 different instances, but I wasn't out when that happened. So I was engaged like, nigga, I don't know nothing about that, nigga. But I do know, nigga, that me and Osmil had him sound something.
But you weren't saying BJ didn't do it. I'm saying I don't know nothing about
but
it.
then they had me like saying like, yeah, no, the nigga lying if he said that. But that was the case. There was a misunderstanding. There was an incident with my homie Nino, you know what I'm saying? And Rad Dog, which rest in peace, was present, you know, the boy and getting, you know, because, and then I'm gonna keep it real, he should have been doing some things. You know what I'm saying? When you got this type of money, you want to be able to give back. You claiming something, and this is representing what they represent and protect you and everything, even if you, not just your bodyguards, because homies other places, it still represent that role in the blood.
And those 2 groups,
So you should wanna
Bounty
give something
and the
back.
Pyrus is really the first, kind of like, that was the first alliance of bloods, right?
Say that one more
The
time.
the Bound Root thing was the first.
Yeah, you know, like, well, if you're talking about when the Bloods came about,
Yeah.
well, no, actually, it was the Brims, you know what I'm saying? And they were more like first a little bit, you know, from the history I know. I'm a 70s baby. You know, I'm born and raised in Watts, but I know my history, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like, you know, we was Green Jackets, but then it changed. You know, you the Brims, then the Pyrus, the Body Hunters. It's all in the same era, but the Brims were kind of more like first, you know, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? I was a pup then.
What did the Bound Root thing mean? Just y'all.
It was Bunny Hunters and Power Rules, just a click thing, just like you got Mafia Lane, the lanes in the Mafia. Bottle Rule, you know, you know, but then Bottle Rule was also a dress code thing. The homies would say, well, that nigga Bottle Ruled up. You know
What did that
I'm saying?
mean?
I mean, he was fly, he was G the motherfucker, he was sharp, you know what I'm saying? But then we used it in a click thing because the Bobs and Power Rules and the Bunny Hunters were real frontline down moves. And so, and they're deep and we deep, and so we right next door to each other. And in the prison system, we had to fight against the opposition at the time, which was the Keyways, the Crips. And so, you know, we would be in melees and shit, and we bottom ruled that shit, you feel me? Power Rules and Body Hunters, you feel what I'm saying? And so that's how that shit started. And, you know, today, a lot of young niggas, they fucked it up.
Come on, homie, take a look at what I've done. Used to rock them and fight them. Now I kill them and run. I kill crabs. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, you know, it was a crazy time, man. It was 1996, I think.
For the last few weeks, Knight has been running his empire from a cell in the Los Angeles County Jail, while he awaits a hearing on charges he violated his probation from a particularly vicious assault case. Until a night 2 months ago in Las Vegas, Suge Knight was little known outside the music business. That's the night Tupac Shakur, the controversial rap artist, who Knight had bailed out of prison so he could record a new album, was shot and killed by 2 gunmen Gangland style while riding in Knight's car after a heavyweight championship fight.
I was in the blood module, Able Road. It was probably like 36 to 39 bounty hunters on this road. Plus 36 to somewhere, maybe 39 PDLs in different lane, LA different lane. We shared the road together. Now this is back when I first went to the blood module
Oh, so it's like 80 Denver Lanes and Bounty Hunters alone, just.
on this road.
Damn.
Then upstairs you got the Inglewoods, you got the Crystal Mafia, the Black Pea Stones, you know what I'm saying, the Brims, and then on the other side of the wall, which we can't see, you got all the Power Rules. See what I'm saying? All the Bounty Power Rules, Bacarma Power Rules,
Oh, so they
every
separated
Power
the
Rule.
Bloods from the Pyrus, sort of.
Yeah, we always like that, but we go to court together and everything. So back speeding up to 96, the blood module was changed. Lots has changed, but Suge comes in. Suge comes, okay, at the time, 96, we got 3-4 sales, the Bunny Hunters. And, you know, I don't like to put myself, I'm a leader. I'm not a shot caller, I'm a leader. I don't like that word, nothing.
Influential.
I'm influential. I got the weed. I got a deputy who I'm going to court as I'm fighting these cases, who's letting me see my girl.
And you're a nice guy.
And I'm a nice guy. So I'm getting the weed, tobacco and all that. And at the time, I pretty much was the only one that can get it in bulk. So I had a deputy, bailiff, who was letting me doing court, but during the time of the trial, when they would do recess, the judges and them would go to eat. He would bring me up into the tank and bring my baby mama or something in there, and then, you know what I'm saying, I get to do my shit. Plus, God got the weed and the tobacco. So when I get back to the blood module, I'm him, I got it. But I would bless the homies and everything, because I wasn't a tight nigga, that's not me. But the buddy hunters was smoking. We got big food, everything on God. So Suge comes in.
I think the guy is a serious major gangster.
At the age of only 30, and with a lengthy criminal record, including 3 felony convictions, Suge Knight has managed to become the head of a $100 million record company and one of the most powerful and feared men in the American music industry.
Now, I know he got arrested at the time. I already got the word.
Did people, I mean, everyone in there was fighting something serious, but
Murders, robberies.
When Tupac got killed, was it a ripple or y'all had your own crowd?
No, niggas was hurt. When Pac got killed that night in '96, the blood module got quiet because Pac started representing Paru. And so therefore he's a Damu now. He's part of the Damu Association. And so we celebrated, you know, when niggas was hurt. We in the cell, we was hot, like, man. And at the time, we was on some fuck New York shit. You know, we was on some real, like, and we would have fucked some niggas up if we'd have called them.
It was the assumption that it must have had something to do
It was behind, it was a death row and bad boy situation. That's how it came out into the media, the news, and the streets. Because at the time, New York, and which was a bad, sad time, because I hate that happened. We lost 2 real good dudes, 2 real good, blessed brothers, Biggie and Pac, in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that happened. Now a nigga can look back and say that, Al, you know, it hurts. Because these dudes were influential, and we could have did something different. And it started a close beef that we never needed. However, that night it happened, we in the cell, like, niggas had tears in their eyes. Like, nigga, fuck them niggas killed Pac, blood, woo, I'm telling you, my homies was hot. Niggas in the cell talking shit, it was, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I was one of them too, you know, we was hurt. And I'm a leader towards the time, so I'm like, nigga, my little homie, San Joe and them, they like, one of the niggas killed Pac, blood. So we was hurt that night. We smoked some weed, we had a moment of silence with Pac. And then about, not too long, I find out the Suge's him through OSJ.
Yeah, it was less than a month, bro.
So OSJ calls me. That's the head of the gang modules, task force, whatever. They talk to all the homies, especially the ones who have the influence, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be the Peblos, the 20s, the Brim, you know, they shot callers or head dudes, you know, they heads.
But you guys do talk to them a little because you
right, you have to.
You have to.
And so, you know, and then we would get homies pulled. So we had to talk to him, man, we need the homie pulled over here. You know, so, you know, and, you know, we might be going to court, see a homie, like, give me to the module. And you know, we tell the OSJ, man, call, bring the homie over. And so he called me down, I'll never forget, he called me to the office. And he said, Suge Knight here, man. I said, yeah, I heard he got arrested.
Were you sentenced at this point, or you're fighting again?
No, I wasn't sentenced yet, because that's how I was getting the weed. I was still going to trial. I was getting all the hung juries. And so Suge was like, the boy was like, Suge here. And I was like, yeah, he coming to the blood module. I stepped back, like, yeah, you know, because he's a big celebrity now, right? And I'm like, okay, Suge coming to the blood module. But then, you know, let's keep it real, you know. I look at the whole situation because, you know, no shade, just being facts from 100, right? I'm a real Damu, I'm a real blood, you feel me? I represented that for years, you know, and put in work for this shit. So for niggas that come in, and not just saying Suge, just niggas in period, who just happen to put on because they got money and all that, I don't respect that because nigga, you ain't putting no work.
Was that going on much back then, or it was just starting to happen?
What part?
As far as people just getting put on because they selected.
No, niggas weren't really getting put on back then, man. You know what I'm saying?
He was one of the first.
He was associated, and yeah, because it wasn't like it is today. You know what I'm saying? And because niggas didn't play that shit. We had Buster Week. You couldn't be no fake blood because of what we went through fighting the Keyways. You know, and so we didn't have no marks around. We didn't have no new niggas. If you better, you gonna do something. And so when Suge, you know, but at the same time, me and Suge had already been engaged. You know, and let me just clear something before I get to that point you asked me on that question now. You know, I told those stories about what happened with me and Suge and them, which was facts, no cap, when we had them sign the money for Harry O. It was business. Later, me and Suge got cool. So I have no issues with, you know, Big Suge right now, man. And free Suge. I hope he do get out because I know that he didn't kill that dude purposely. I know everything that happened. I know the niggas that's involved. You know, and you know, it was all about who he was in his past. And that's the American system, as I was telling before. This is their system, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is foul and fucked up. So now getting back to the situation. So free Suge, you know, me and him get cool now. But now when OSJ tell me he's coming, you know what I'm saying? He said he didn't want to talk to nobody but you. Facts, no cap. So, you know, I looked and I was like, yeah, you know, and I knew it had to do with because of our history.
And
my brother.
Right now, you have very good social skills. When you were young, I know you was.
I've always had them.
You
I had very good social skills. Yeah, you know, I just was a front line nigga.
When you in the street, not that many people have real good social skills.
You know, I had that, and my gangster was on point. You know what I'm saying? So it was all the above. But you know, when he told me that Suge wanted to talk to me, I knew everything because I've already had been with Suge. In '95, I had bailed out on my case, and we did Soul Train afterwards. And Suge, and we performed, and he was there, and I was on stage with my brother. We did East Side, West Side, nigga, West Side. So we already had a good rapport now at this time. So when he told me that, it didn't shock me that he wanted to talk to me, because he never knew none of the homies in there. Yeah. Only niggas he knew was the Pyrus that was upstairs that he was associated with, because some of his boys that got arrested, like Bunch Real, and them niggas was all upstairs.
But he didn't
Rock
know
Chisholm.
Hundreds of Bloods, because he had been away.
Because nigga knew, and then he ain't been like that. So yeah, he just got money, and you know, he just had ties, and then he started repping Pyru, just like Pop. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know the homies, you know what I'm saying? And so he knew me. So he told me I only want to talk to Stretch. So at night, any blood that's watching this can tell you this is facts, no cap. My homies that was in the cell with me, Terry Toon, Renzi, all the G homies, them my G homies, they'll tell you. The sheriff was told at night, you know, that because what they did when Suge came, they took all them Pyru niggas was in that cell, and there were 4 or 5, it was one of them cells. They took them out.
So he got his own cell.
Own cell, they moved these niggas out the cell. I said, damn, nigga, celebrity get peripheral treatment like a motherfucker, right? So Suge gets his whole cell to himself. And so when they let me out.
Have day roll, or ever you were stuck in?
No, they stopped that. Okay. We don't get none of that no more. You're in the cell 24 hours. Only thing you coming out for is a shower 3 times a week. Other than that, we stuck in that fucking cell. With me from 94 to 96 fighting those cases, I was in them cells. You know what I'm saying? Stuck in that cell.
There is no
program.
Room, there's no
You in the cell with your homies, and you stuck in the cell. You fighting, you in there fighting with your homies if there's something going on. I did knock a few niggas out, you know, fuck a few niggas up, have some discipline happen. You know, I never was a bully. I never did shit that nigga didn't have to, you know, have it coming. You feel me? A lot of times I tried to avoid it, you know, because I was always taught you uplift the homies, you know what I'm saying? You don't tear them down. You get what I'm saying? So it depends on the degree of what they did. You feel me? But when Suge came, I was the only one. The deputy used to let me out. The sheriff was told, let Big Stretch out. And I used to have the broom sweeping down the blood mouth. All the homies, Stretch, what's up? Blood was black. And you know what I'm saying? It was like that. And I'd come out and I'd be sweeping. And then I'd clean up the little tear. And then Suge. And he'd be like, what up, man? I'd be back in a minute. And after I finished sweeping, I'd come back and I'd hang on the bars because he's upstairs. So I used to hang on the bars, put my foot on them, and I'd get comfortable, and I'd sit right here where my face would be level to his cell. And me and Suge used to talk at night. And we used to sit there and chop it up. It was back in, what's up, man? Well, he was like, man, I didn't know your little brother could rap like that, because my Crip brother can rap too. And little Stretch, Pyru Love, you know what I'm saying, and all that banging on wax my brother did. You know what I'm saying? So OFTB was already signed. And so we already had a report, like I told you. He was like, man, your baby brother, all you niggas can rap. And yeah, so
Suge smoking weed?
No, he don't smoke weed. All he liked was those cigars. And since he wasn't getting them in there, I was getting tobacco for him. So when I went to when I go on my visits at the court, when dude let me see my girl, he would place orders, you know what I'm saying? And you know, for the weed and the tobacco.
So did you ask him about Tupac?
I did, and he just gave me a look like he didn't really want to talk about it. And, you know, I felt how I felt about it, you know.
So obviously you know, have no personal information, but did it strike you as odd that he didn't?
It struck me as odd, you know, but I like just looked at it like I said, you know, some niggas just don't want to talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I get that. You don't talk about murders. Niggas don't talk, you know, just stick to the G code, and I stick to the G code, so I understood. You know what I'm saying? But I did ask him, and I looked at him, and I'm like, man, what's up? Look at Suge just like this. I'm like, man, what happened with Pac? Blood niggas killed Pac. Because we was really hurt behind Tupac getting killed. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he represented the West Coast, and then he also represented Damu. So and I know Crips was mad.
Because people don't remember, I mean, as far as in the pop culture, I mean, you had Colors, then you had Banging on Wax, and then you had Tupac. I mean,
Banging on Wax.
I was so used to hearing about LA gangs, but it was pretty new nationally. So Tupac was a big forefront.
Tupac was the best rapper ever, alive, dead to me. Jay-Z, Wayne, none of them niggas can fuck with Pac. I don't care if they was lyrical or not, because Pac touched the people in a different way than these dudes did.
When the stories, you know, in jail, you got nothing, you bored, sitting around talking about shit. What were people guessing about what happened with Tupac? What, as the stories came out about Crips and this and that, what just people?
There was so many stories.
Didn't know nothing, but what would y'all?
There was so many
guessing
stories,
about?
Al. See, shit be fucked up, you know, because now you got, you know, when the shit they was talking about Orlando and all them. So niggas, you got Bloods and Power niggas that's riding on the Crips in Compton. These wars flamed up. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, but nobody really knew what the fuck really happened. You know, so, you know, niggas just was hurting, flashed out on whatever, you know, who was against the nigga.
Claims he was a big drug dealer, all that. Was he anyone you had ever heard of or anything?
I never heard of this dude, right? I'm not gonna take nothing from me because I don't
LA's
know,
a big
right?
city, but
exactly, so I can't say he
Compton's
was
right
or
there,
wasn't. Compton is right there, but I'm from Watts, and you know, and we was representing before they were. Because back in the 60s, Compton was white. Okay? Watts, which my heritage is from. I'm born and raised. No, ain't nothing wrong with it being white. What I'm putting out there is that, you know, all the raps, all the shit they talk about, they be like Compton this, Compton that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Watts is original first. You feel me? But we cool at a certain time with Watts, Compton, you know, but let's just be 100 and keep it real.
You can walk like you can walk.
Compton's not too I can walk to Compton. But Watts had it back in way before Compton. The 1965 Watts riot. My daddy and them was there. You know why I live at my people's. It happened right the street from my house. You get what I'm saying? My family owned that house since the 40s and we still had that house. In Watts, in the Bunny Hunters. You know what I'm saying? And in 65 was the Watts riots. You feel me? So Watts
had already been there 15, 20
exactly. And then all the whites were in Compton. They started running out because of the riots. See? And then blacks migrated into Compton.
So how long did you stay in the blood mine? Like, was there any incidents?
So at night I used to talk to Suge. Every night. I talked to this dude. I would come out and chill, chop it up with Suge. And we just chop it up. My brother and them were still signed to Death Row at the time. Lil Stretch and Big Y. May Big Y, Crenshaw Mafia, Young Soldiers, relatives, rest in peace. That's my bro, I love you. Now they were still signed and they were stuck in these contracts with dude. Suge didn't want to let him out, and him and my brother was arguing at the time about it. I was out on bail when I heard the conversation.
Because the Death Row kind of stopped. Once he was in jail, Tupac's dead, Dre's leaving, like the motion.
Yes, it stopped. But it wasn't about that. He didn't, after East Side, West Side, my brother did the Murder Was the Case soundtrack, Snoop's soundtrack. We have a song on there called East Side, West Side, which was the remix to the original Young Soldiers that I was on. Okay, East Side, it was a big song. East Side nigga, that's West Side nigga, popping everywhere in the clubs and everything. Now, my brother was getting that Suge one day on the phone while Suge was in the jet on the plane. They were having a disagreement about, you know, nigga, what's up with the album? Why you ain't putting this out? This type shit, you know. You putting these artists, you putting these Crips. He was kind of on some like you putting all the Crips out, nigga. You ain't putting the homies out. You get me? So this conversation was going on. And Suge was like, nigga, I want my money back then for the studio time. And if we let you out the contracts, we want 100,000. My brother, I heard it. My brother was like, nigga, you'll get your money, nigga. You feel me? And so that's how that went. But now I'm in the blood module. And so he can't really get at Suge, and shit was fucked up. And, you know, he asked me one day, he said, man, see if you get that nigga to get us out the contract, big bro. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna talk to the nigga Lil Stretch, you know, it's my brother, and I did. And Big Wild asked me too. He said, man, can you talk to that nigga? And I said, I'm gonna talk to him. And so one night, you know, I talk to him every night, like I told you. So one night, me and Suge was talking, and I said, man, if you ain't gonna do nothing with my little brother and them. Now, at this time, he know that I'm somebody more, because he knew, because of the incident, when we pushed it on the money for Harry-O, which is, like I said, over with.
And you're being the spokesman. In
But
the
now
jail,
he
so-
know that I'm a leader up in here with this bunny and the shit. I'm not the only one, but I'm one of them. And you know, and I'm
And
not
even the jail official is bringing you out.
and not just the bunny and the shit. I'm somebody in the blood Damu car. You get what I'm saying? So he recognized now that I'm a young homie. That's a young G with a name. Okay, it got bigger later, but it was popping then, and I was the front runner at this time. You know, but I showed love to my homies. I wasn't no nigga that be tripping. And I showed blood love and Paru love. So now, Suge, I asked him, you know, hey man, you let my brother month them contracts, man, if you ain't gonna do nothing with him. And he said, that's when he was like saying, you know, your little brother dope, I didn't know he can rap too. He said, all right, man, Big Stretch, I'm gonna do that, man. He said, I'm gonna send him over to Priority Records, man. You feel me? And I called my brother and I told him, he was like, nah, fuck that, I don't wanna go to no Priority Records. You know, Lil Stretch, he was like, nigga, we just want out. You know what I'm saying? Stretch, get us out. So I went back and I told him, man, they don't want to anyway end up letting them out the contracts.
Ah, okay.
You know, free straight across, and you know,
So
and
you're
I,
kind of a record executive there.
I appreciate Suge for that. You know what I'm saying? He did.
No, I mean, but
he did that. I got him out the contracts.
how long
And
were you guys together? A couple months or not that long?
It was a few months now. At this time, we started going on visits together because he was, you know, I'm getting the weed, so he, you know, he hit me up. You know, he wanted tobacco, but he wanted the weed for Bunch Real and Rock Chisholm and them.
Oh, they're in the
Because they
club
upstairs too, right? And Big Rock, you know, that's the one that was jail. That Tupac said on the
Oh,
song.
he said he ain't got out.
Right, Big Rock got knocked, but this one's for you. Remember Tupac said that? That's my boy Rock Chisholm. You know, we had ups and downs, but that's my homie. Free Rock if
been
he
in
ain't
all
out.
the time.
Rock has been in. I don't know if he out or not. You feel me? I did talk to him a while back when I was in prison. We ended up talking from phone to phone.
Oh, but
you
he was
know?
still in there.
Yeah, so, you know, free Rock Chisholm, you know what I'm saying? Suge will send me kites, hey Stretch, I need some weed for my boys and give me some tobacco. I send the money down there to your girl to get it. But what happened was, we started going on visits and then me and Suge would get chained up together because my girl was getting money from him, you feel me, for weed and tobacco, so we might as well. So when they go on a visit, they come and they pull us to the gate, you can get chained up next to certain homies. So we would always get chained up together. And me and Suge going to visit, and we sit there, his girl, his baby mama, and my baby mama, and they, you know, he'd give her the money. I've already had gave him the weed and tobacco, you know, and one day we were sitting there, and they had us in the tank, and we were shackled together. You know, like I say, they shackle your waist, they shackle your feet, and your hands are behind your back or they're on your side like this. Now, the only reason I got the side was because of my gunshot wounds. So Suge was to the back, and he's sweating like a mother. If you're a big dude, they're kind of like, and so they put him to the side. They're so uncomfortable. Look what he said to me, Al. This facts, no cap. It's just me and him in the tank by ourselves. And he said, damn, Stretch, you been there a long time, man. You a strong ass nigga. How you do all this shit? Cause he sweat. He said, how you wipe the sweat out your face? And I said, wipe your face on my side or my shoulder on this county jail blue shit. You feel me? Like that. And he wiped his face on my shit. You feel me? That's how you get the sweat off your eyes and face. So I let him do that. You know what I'm saying? And we talked for a while, and then he ended up, because of his status and his celebrityness, they came, OSJ and the gang of sheriffs, and say, Big Sur, you should have seen there was so many that came.
Oh, so they didn't let him.
Made a spectacle. No, they got him out the blood miles. They made a spectacle out of it too. No movement in the blood miles, yo. Every time they moved, Sugar was like this back then. So they come get him, right? They get Suge. He holler, all right, Suge, all right, Big Suge. You know what I'm saying? They took Suge on down, and they took him to high power. So nobody else got to see him unless you saw him again.
One last thought with Suge. Let me ask you this. Just having interacted with him on the street and when you're in jail, do you seem like a bad guy or someone who just big things kind of got out of control?
Spin out of control. See that money, Al, changes motherfuckers.
And it's a lot of pressure.
And when you get money like that young and fast, and then, you know, but here's the thing. Suge was a businessman. He just was a shrewd businessman. You feel me? I'm gonna put it how the fuck it is, man. Dude was doing, you got all this money, you know what to do, you feel me? And you the head of shit, you running shit. You know, it is a lot of pressure. on a motherfucker, you know? And niggas make bad decisions. We all do it, and living in that lifestyle. And that's what happened with Suge, man, a lot of bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? And so then you got all these niggas around you. Everybody's fiending and screaming to get the money and get paid. Want to get, jealousy start happening, niggas start getting killed. You feel me?
And everyone around is dangerous on their own.
All these niggas is all, yeah, exactly, dangerous. So now you got this recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to be next to Suge. Everybody trying to prove their loyalty more, you know.
What is doing in there now?
You know, he's stressed the fuck out, man. You know, I did 25 years straight.
You think he's getting bothered or not really?
No. He not going through no issues. Ain't nobody sweating Suge up in there, bro. You know, and I'm going to touch in on the subject of what happened, how he went, you know, because it's over with now. You know,
Now, but the gentleman that lost his life was someone that a lot of people
had love for and respect. That's what niggas was mad about. But he didn't try to kill Blood, man. It was an accident. Suge did not try to kill him.
So there's not a ton of animosity.
You know, I mean, niggas is mad because Suge did it, but Suge didn't try to kill him. Bone is my homeboy. Bone from Athens, and I know Bone. I knew dude that rest in peace too. Bone and Suge had an incident. Them niggas was tripping about the movie, Boys in the Hood. Or was it?
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. My bad. Suge had ties and rights to some shit, and so did Bone. They had a conflict at the shoot, at the fucking video shoot.
Tams.
Tams is where it happened later.
Oh.
They had a conflict at a video shoot on the
movie,
Straight Outta
was
Compton.
the set.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
On the set, they had a conflict. Okay. The homie that rest in peace talking to Suge. He talking to Suge. Told Suge, you know, let's do some shit with the money. He pulled up. He said, I'm gonna pull up. Once below that, Bone was still tripping, and Bone pulls up, and him and Suge, and he fired on Suge. Boom, you feel me? Suge in mode, and he backed up, which everybody know because the news told it, so ain't nothing like I'm telling shit. He hit Bone, you feel me? The homie tried to pick Bone up. Suge backs up trying to hit him, and accidentally, you know, killed the homie, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that went. Bone had a broken collar. I talked to Bone while he was in the hospital. You feel me? So I'm really connected with him because I know, you know what I'm saying?
That shit.
Yeah, I talked to Bone. I was in jail at the time, man. Listen, I'm in prison and I'm like, Suge, nice video on murder. And I look on the fucking TV like, what the fuck? And then I realized it's Bone, and I called Bone, and Bone tell me what happened. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, this shit crazy. But you know, like I said, my brother was both my brothers was banging on wax. My Crip brother and my blood brother was stressed from my name.
Infamously in the Power Love video.
My brother did the Power Love video, banging on wax, got millions of views on that. I was in the video with him. I didn't rap. I just came home from prison because I had already been in prison twice. Okay, I committed the crime. I took the deal, but then I was sent to prison for 25 years for a crime I did not commit. But when I came home from prison, that second time, my brother had established himself in the rap game. You know, he was up and coming, you know, and banging on wax was popping back then. You know, the blood side, you know, I gotta keep it 100, and because I'm a blood, they kind of murdered, the Crip side.
Power Love was the biggest hit, that's for sure.
That was the biggest hit.
Or nationally, at least.
But nationally, and that's right, because it wasn't the biggest hit in the hoods. Because
East Side, West Side was?
Well, that was the biggest hit. Definitely East Side, West Side at that time. But I'm talking about, that was not on the Bangin' on Wax album. That was on the Young Soldier album. That they did with Ronnie Phillips after the Bangin' on Wax. Right, it's the same group.
I remember that song.
Well, I'm gonna get to that, but the Bangin' on Wax consisted of my nigga Night Owl, C-Dog and them from Compton Crip. They, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them. I think one or two of them rest in peace. You know, Sin Loke, you know, them niggas, they some good niggas. You feel me? And I fuck with them with my brother when they did the Bangin' on Wax. We all went to tour together, let me tell you. Bangin' on Wax. There was it was all the Bangin' on Wax Crips and all the Bangin' on Wax Bloods. 19-hour bus ride with Ronnie Phillips, the producer, all the way to Portland. And they performed out there. And this shit was live. It was 93. This shit was turned. They loved it in Portland. They went crazy in Portland. You know what I'm saying? But we was a family. Bunyan from Compton, my nigga Bunyan, all them niggas, right? We was all on the bus together for 19 hours, and then we slept in hotels, but everybody had their separate hotel. Shout out to Red Run, rest in peace, that's my bro. He gave me a chain at home that I wear.
He was living in
In the Nickersons before he passed away. Red Rum, man, that's my brother. You know, so we're in the hotels we got rooms in Oregon, in Portland. And so Red Rum and his little crew for me, they had a room, you know, suite. Bunyan and them from Compton Crip and them had a suite. Me and my brother Lil Stretch and Big Wild, rest in peace, Big Wild, we had a suite. And it was kind of like that. So we were running in the rooms and had females that we brought from the club, you know, from the show and shit. And it was cracking. That's why I learned to first smoke some real fucking purple. But Paru Love was a hit nationally, but amongst the Damu car, but also should have been a B-Dog.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was one that everybody went off. When my brother does the roll call, Lil Stretch, he said, Lil Stretch coming in, you know, he does that. So, you know, and I'm not gonna disrespect because I got Crip partners that I love. But my brother did that. So then the Bangin' on Wax took off. We met Scarface in '93. He wanted to meet the brothers that had came together and did Bangin' on Wax. So we met up with him and did that. Now in '93, Al, when I met Face, he was smoking Cess. Ghetto Boys, Face. Yeah, he was smoking Cess. He wasn't on this. He didn't know nothing about
And
this.
you said you had access to that high grade stuff early '80s.
Early '80s.
So what went on with you when you introduced Scarface today?
So we underground in the parking lot, and we talking Face and his.
It's in LA.
Yeah, but it was out, you know. So Face talking, we talking. My brother, everybody engaged in the conversations. We underground. They had just did a radio talk show live with my brother Scarface, and my brother and them did. So I was not in the room. I was downstairs with my homie Set Trip eating some pizza. They had a little pizza place next door. We got the slices we blow. So when Face and them came down on the ground, I asked him some questions. I'm like, bro, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up with the Swisher Sweets? And Scarface said, oh yeah, the Swisher Sweets, man. You know what I'm saying? They smooth, they sweet. And I said, yeah, we on the Phillies out here. I say, so what you doing? He said, oh, I put everything in the weed. And Swisher, I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, the seeds, stems. And I was like, hold up, Face. And that's when I knew that he was smoking cess. And so I knew we was going to fuck with Scarface. So I stopped on 80th and Main, the Main Street Cribs right there, and got some of that orange.
And that was the
infamous orange they had back then. It was some orange chronic, it was orange kush. And this shit was better than some of this shit today. And I introduced Scarface to that.
And everybody went to 80th and Main. What was that? That was a.
Oh, everybody went to 80th and Main.
Even though it
in the early 90s.
Didn't matter about games.
Nah. You go to 80th and Main, pull up, get your weed, and keep it moving. Cause they hung out on the street, and little houses sitting there, and then cars just pull up, nigga come to the car, sell you the weed, keep going.
And it's up what 20s.
They were serving dub bags or bomb. But if you want something bigger, you can talk to them niggas. They got it, cause I knew some of my homies that fuck with them. And they was doing some big shit with them, but you know, you get you some bags, some good. I used to go give him 100 and get 6-7 bags. And that's what I did the day we fucked with Face, and I showed him that weed, and that nigga was like, what the fuck is that? I said, man, there's some orange kush, Face, y'all don't smoke it. I didn't know that. I was lame till niggas didn't have Cali weed back then, my damn self. You know, I thought maybe they had some bomb in Texas. Nigga grew some shit that we, you know, he was smoking cess. I showed him built-in gun statuses and all that in my car. He said,
so you said you were sitting in the car talking?
Me and Scarface. He was sitting in my car in the driver's seat. I was in the passenger seat. And I was showing him shit, and he was like, nigga, I need this. So I know he went back, and then, you know, and then the weed, and, you know, he rapping about it now, but he wasn't smoking kush until he met me. He didn't know nothing about it. I saw he backed up when he said, man, what's that? I smell that from right here, Stretch. I say, Face just said, good, man, you don't know about we smoking good. I have been smoking Endo since 81. See, we smoking Endo. We was smoking straight indica. It was light green, fluffy, Al, and we had tie, and we had the tie stick. So you had the tie, but then you had the tie stick. That shit on the stick is sticky and everything. Then we started smoking indica and tie, ET, and we would mix it. Niggas say, man, roll up one of them ETs. You know what I'm saying? The indica and tie. So we been smoking Endo way before anybody out in other, except for, you know, up north Portland and shit like that. You know, right here in Cali and Washington, we was smoking Endo since the early 80s. You know. And I didn't want nothing else after that. You know, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the N-word, nigga. You know, our ancestors would call that, and they even used the word. You know, they would say Negro, nigga. You know, things change. We always add ebonics to stuff, and so in generations, time changed. You know, it was a time where you a dumb nigga. You know, where niggas talk like that within the home. But you know, just how the youngsters changed the cultures about certain things, the N-word changed. It became an in-house word that we use, and then it became used as a camaraderie. But like any other word that's used, in the context that is used plays the factor. There's no other variables. You get what I'm saying? It's the context. So we use it in a camaraderie way. Most of us, that's my nigga, that's my bro, that's what that means. So they say, oh, but our ancestors used this, okay. We turned it into something else. You gave us slop, we turned it into soul food. Get what I'm saying? So it's something the same, right? Now, if the thing with me, I don't like to use it too much in public. If I'm up in a prominent area, and I try not to use it. I know when to hold my tongue. You get what I'm saying? But when I'm amongst my niggas, you know, that's my nigga. That's how we feel about the N-word. Now we feel that nobody else should use it because, yes, it was a disrespect, and you didn't go through the struggle, and you didn't earn the right to use that word, and we changed it. Now, if you put the ER on it, it's something else now. You get what I'm saying? Now for me, if you grew up in the hood and you a white boy or you a Mexican or Asian and you really pay dues in the hood and the homies respect you and you bang in the hood, you say nigga all day and it ain't gonna bother me. Swear to God.
Now, what was going on in prison with you with that, though?
Well, you know, now you got the Hispanics, they use the word, and then sometimes it's used to entice and look at a nigga like, you know, but
Cause it like a fight?
you know what I'm saying, sometimes, you know, and then I don't feel like they should use the word, you know, because the bond there is not there like it's supposed to be, so therefore.
Because it's divided, it's not.
Yeah,
ain't
so
no
what the fuck,
friendship,
you know, and they just took the word and started using it, and it's because of young cats, they started allowing them to use it. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, okay, that's because we use it, shouldn't use the word. There's a lot of things that we do that another person don't have the right to do, just like whites or any of the Hispanics. They had a secret little, you know, camaraderie shit, you know, essay. You know, they like it if we start saying essay to everybody. You get what I'm saying? Or the woods, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever, bro, whatever. You know, so it's like that to me. But I you know, if a person use it, they grew up in the hood around me, and then they're gonna get checked. When Hispanics dudes used to walk up to me and be, hey, what's up, homie? What's up, my nigga? Oh, yeah, no, I don't do that, champ. Don't call me that. My name's Stretch Dog. Well, I don't do, oh, okay, G, yeah, that's what it is. Don't call me that. You not my nigga. You feel me? And so that's what that is. You know, but I don't feel like it should be used in public when you're in a prominent place, or when, you know, it should be only used within the homes and when you're around your niggas.
You were in there for so long, how did you see people's behavior change in there as society was changing in a 25-year stretch? Did the relationships between different racial groups and people's behaviors change noticeably between 94 and 2020?
Hell yeah, they got worse.
Oh, it got worse?
Yeah, relationships between now racial.
Got worse?
Yeah, it got worse. There's more racial riots in prisons now than ever. And there are even Hispanic on Hispanic riots that's happening. This shit is happening like a motherfucker. I feel like, you know, it's because everything is fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, you feel like it got worse?
Yeah. I mean, because, you know, you cram these two big entities in the system, because that's why we have mass incarceration of the black and brown population. We are probably 40% and they're 60 up in there. It's like that now. You feel what I'm saying? Just giving an example.
What percentage is white inmates total?
They're probably like 15%.
Oh,
they're
not that much.
You know, right? Whites are real short in the pen, but you know, you got some white boys that'll do their shit. So you know, you can't just.
Numbers ain't there.
The numbers ain't there, so they move. They kind of curtail under the South Siders, you know.
What?
Or the other groups.
What about? Do the guards favor the white and maybe lesser Hispanic, but definitely the white?
They favor the whites and they favor the Mexicans.
So that makes it even worse.
And then CDC, most of the COs now are Hispanic. You know,
Seems like a lot of the sheriffs are too.
all the police.
And some of them are in gangs.
And you get the racism and the bigotry, you know, just like what happened to me at the hospital last night.
Tell us about that.
As you know, I got shot. I got shot in my leg. Bullet went through. Thank God. I got shot 10 months ago in my other leg. I have neuropathy. Both last night, my feet were numb and it was turning black and shit. You know, I wasn't getting good circulation. So my people's called the ambulance. They took me to Martin Luther King. When we got there, on, you know, the gurney, a little Mexican guard comes up to me and says, I need to pat you down. I said, is that normal procedure that every patient come in that's hurt, you just start patting them down? He said, oh yeah. I said, okay, well do your job, brother, right? And then he goes, what's this in my pocket? And it's a little weed. He said, oh, you can't go in with that. I said, okay, my pocket is zipped up and everything, man. I'm here trying to get some help for my pain, you know, but see, make sure my feet.
And just so people know, in California, weed is recreational.
It's medical marijuana.
And it's recreational.
And
It
it's
don't even have to be
recreational.
medical.
Now I can understand not bringing it on inside the hospital, but if a person is coming to
They
get
bring
treatment,
dope fiends in there.
exactly,
Pocket
and
full
you
of
got it
meth
in your
all
pocket
day.
on God. So it was. I was being racially targeted. I felt. So now I say, well, take my coat because we're outside. They have tents and all this shit up. Set my coat off to the side in the cut somewhere. Tell my family arrive. They're coming. Well, I'll give you about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna just, you know, dispose of it. I said, no. And he had it in his hand. So I'm on the gurney, he had it in his hand, and I took the weed out of his hand. You know, I didn't snatch it, but I said, no, let me get my shit. You're not gonna dispose of my property, bro. I just paid $40 for this weed. Nigga got me fucked up. So I'm serious. So he's like, well, you wanna go in? I say, bro, listen, my weed is in my coat pocket. Set my coat over here on the side of one of them lockers until my family come and just take me there and let them see what's going on with my feet. He said, no, we're gonna put you over here in the parking lot and wait. We're gonna put you in the parking lot. Oh, look. And wait till your family come and then you can be seen. They wheeled me out to the parking lot and left me alone with the blood pressure thing tied to my arm in a wheelchair with 2 recent gunshot wounds and left me in the parking lot for 45 minutes. Nobody attended me. I didn't get no service. Then when my family came, got my coat, they wheeled me back up there. The Hispanic nurse comes and the 2 cops and security still standing there. And she goes, oh, you need to go all the way around. I said, I just was pulled up in the ambulance right here and they were about to take me in. And now you're telling me I gotta get wheeled all the way around? And I go around there and the door's closed. Yeah, and I didn't get no service last night.
Oh, wow. So you tried to go to you had an ambulance take you to the hospital.
Yes, sir.
And they denied you service.
Yes, sir. And wheeled me out to the parking lot.
You need a lawyer on the case.
And left me in the parking lot.
You need that lawyer.
And I sat there and I was kind of in shock, but I was like, I know this is how they get down in the healthcare system and how they do.
And that's known as
even
Killer
people
King,
are back
right?
and brown. Oh, yeah, that's Killer King.
And that's right there, not right up from Watts, right? That's
Between Watts and Compton. It's just like the borderline.
and that's got a bad reputation.
Oh yeah, Killer King, man. You know, you can go to Martin Luther King, and like they used to say, like, you can go for a gunshot wound or a stab, and they got the best trauma thing gonna save you. But if you go for a cold or the flu, a headache, you might die. You know what I'm saying? A broken arm, because that's how they was. They were kind of reckless there, but my daddy worked there for like 40 years. You know, and it wasn't all of them, but you know, I'd say this, it probably needed to be revamped, but I don't believe that they should have done what they did. You know, they cut a lot of people with jobs that are blacks and forced them into early retirement.
Oh, and you think they did it more to the black workers?
Exactly, because now when you go to Martin Luther King, everything is Hispanic. Yeah, and Martin Luther King, and in my day, everything was black there. But I noticed to be a fact because my pops worked there for 40 years. At least, and he was forced into early retirement and fucked up his pitching. So now I ain't gonna lie, one papa sitting in the pen and I'm hearing this shit and I'm like, so this is how they do the black man? This is what you want a nigga to go work and break his back for all these years, and then they force you
Get his pension?
These things, but not what he was supposed to get, and then you force him into early retirement. This man worked up for you, so you know my daddy ain't never been to jail, got no record or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you know this the system. Left me in the parking lot though, bro, for 45 minutes. The sheriff rolled up. I videoed it. I was live actually. He said, "What's going on, man? You all right?" And I told him, I said, "No, man. Because I had a little weed in my pocket. They wouldn't take me in there and see what's going on with my bullet wounds. He said, oh no, that ain't cool. He said, but the weed can't go in. I said, I understand that. So I told the dude, my coat zips up, it's locked. Put it off to the side. He said, yeah, they should have some lockers here. But they got some right there. Put my shit off to the side, tell my family, good, take me up in here. Instead, they wheeled me out here in the parking lot at 2.
You shouldn't have went in your pocket and took it.
And left me out at 3 in the morning, bro. 3 in the morning, I'm sitting out here in the parking lot in front of the hospital emergency room.
Unable to say somebody came and
I can't even use the restroom. Somebody could have did anything. There were homeless people walking past me, you know. Yeah.
That's wild.